is unfolding on YouTube, and most creators don't even know it's happening. This creator right here started posting just 1 month ago, and he's already approaching 70,000 subscribers, with his second video crossing 6 million views almost immediately. Then another channel entered the niche at the same time, uploaded 3 videos, and the third one shot past 1 million views. But here's where it gets even crazier. There are multiple other channels in this exact niche showing the same pattern. Different creators, different styles, but all blowing up within weeks. And when this many channels blow up this fast, it's never an accident. It usually means that the niche is fresh, and the algorithm is pushing it harder than almost anything else right now. And to be honest, this is genuinely one of the strongest opportunities I've seen in a long time. It's new, it's wide open, and hardly anyone is talking about it, which means if you actually put in the work, you're not just starting a channel, you're giving yourself a chance to build something powerful while the window is still wide open. That's why in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to get into this niche using nothing but free AI tools, so you can start today without spending a single dollar. And I'll walk you through the full process in a way that even complete beginners can follow, from setting up your channel, to creating a clear and engaging script, to guiding you through the full editing process, and finally optimizing your videos so they have the best possible chance to grow. I'm also sharing the exact formula these viral channels are using, so you can understand the system and build your own original version with confidence. And by the time you finish this video, you'll know exactly where to start, exactly what to do, and for the first time, you'll see how real this opportunity actually is. So now that we've already found the perfect niche, let me show you just how powerful it really is. Let's take this channel right here as an example. If I open the analytics section and check the revenue tab, you can see that this channel earned over 5 digits in its very first month, which is just crazy. And now, if I open the views tab, you can see that in the last 30 days, this channel has pulled in nearly 2 million views. And while that isn't an insane number, the RPM is high, which makes the revenue go up. Now, if we head into the similar channels section and look for creators in the same niche, you can see that there are a lot of new channels gaining traction quickly. And many of them are averaging more than 100,000 views per video, which clearly shows how new this niche is and how strongly the algorithm is pushing it right now. So now that we know that this niche actually works, it's time to create a perfectly branded channel. And this part is crucial, so pay close attention. To start off, open a new session in ChatGPT and ask it to generate 10 unique and memorable YouTube channel name ideas for a channel in the facts and psychology niche. Below that, I've already explained all the details needed, so the names come out clean, natural, and not robotic. Since there are a lot of details, you can simply copy the exact prompt from my free Telegram channel linked below. And once you run the prompt, ChatGPT will give you a list of perfectly branded and memorable channel name ideas that you can use for your channel, and every single one will match the niche perfectly. So now that the name ideas are ready, let's move on to creating the channel description. To do that, start by asking ChatGPT to create a short SEO optimized description for a psychology channel. Once that's done, go through the names above, then choose the one you like the most, and then paste it into this section right here so that ChatGPT knows which name you've selected. After that, you'll see that I've added a few important instruction prompts. So just like before, simply copy the entire prompt I'm using here, and you'll be good to go. And once you run it, ChatGPT will generate a fully SEO optimized channel description that sounds natural and clearly explains what your channel is about, which is exactly what we need. Now with that done, let's create a perfectly branded channel logo. To do that, start by telling ChatGPT that based on the channel name and description you created above, you want it to generate a professional and perfectly branded stickman style logo that represents the same niche. Next, below that, you'll see a few key instructions it needs to follow, which will make the logo look a lot better, so make sure you don't miss anything. Now this process usually takes around 20 seconds, and once it's done, you'll have a logo specifically made for your channel, and as you can see, the quality is high, the design matches the niche perfectly, and this is exactly what we're aiming for. So now that everything is ready, simply use everything you've generated so far to create your channel inside the YouTube studio, and once that's done, you will be ready for the important part. To start off, open the settings on the left, then head over into the channel settings where you'll find the channel keywords section, which is super important. So let me show you exactly how it's done. For this step, we'll be using a tool called vidIQ. So once you're in, navigate into the AI coach section, which is basically a coach designed specifically for YouTube SEO optimization, and you can use it for free, so no need to worry about anything. So once you are in, start by asking the coach to create a perfectly optimized list of YouTube channel tags for your channel. At the end of the prompt, make sure to include your channel name so it knows exactly what you're working with. Next, I've briefly explained what the niche is about so it can search for better results, and I've also added a few instruction prompts. So for the best outcome, make sure to copy the entire prompt I'm using right here. Once everything is set, click on the generate button, and the coach will start the generation process. This process usually takes around 30 seconds, and once it's done, as you can see, it will give you a list of highly SEO optimized channel keywords specifically made for your channel. So now that you have created the keywords, copy the full list from here, then head back into the YouTube studio, and then paste the keywords into this section right here. And just like that, your channel is nearly set. Another important step is to open the feature eligibility section. Here you'll find a field where you need to confirm your phone number. This step is crucial, so make sure to enter your number number so YouTube can verify that the account belongs to a real person. Once that's done, don't forget to save everything you've added so far. And just like that, your channel is now fully set and you're ready for the next step. So now that we have created a perfectly branded channel, let's finally start with the video creation process, where the first step is the video script. Now, instead of you needing to spend tons of hours researching everything on your own, I've already done that for you. I've prepared all of the prompts you'll need, fully optimized in the best possible way, and you can find all of them inside my free Telegram channel linked below. Now to start off, open a new ChatGPT session and begin by telling it that you want it to generate 5 YouTube video ideas for a psychology and facts channel. Below that, I've briefly explained what this niche is about, and I've also added a few example ideas for it to follow. I'm going through the prompt slowly now for those who want to copy it directly from here, so you can pause the video and copy the exact prompt that I'm using. And once everything is set, simply click on the generate button, and within a few seconds, ChatGPT will provide you with a list of 5 video ideas specifically tailored for this niche. As you can see, all of the ideas are written in a way that feels relatable to the audience, and under each one, ChatGPT explains why that idea has the potential to perform well. So now that the ideas are ready, let's create the video script. In the same ChatGPT session, start by entering the exact prompt that I'm using right here. Next, go through the ideas above and choose the one you like the most. In my case, I like idea number 1, so I'll enter that into the idea section of the prompt so the model knows which one I've selected. Now, as you can see, this prompt is a bit more detailed because I've fully explained the video style and structure, so ChatGPT can generate a script that actually feels good and natural, not just a random robotic script. I'm also going slowly here so you can stop the video and copy it directly from this section, or you can grab it from my Telegram channel linked below. So now that the prompt is set, click on the generate button, and within a few seconds, ChatGPT will provide you with a full video script based on the idea you chose. As you can see, the script flows really well. It starts with a question, connects to the audience's feelings and everyday experiences, and creates that relatable tone, which helps viewers stay engaged. Overall, the script comes out clean, structured, and ready for the next step. So now that the script is ready, let's use it to create a voiceover. For this step, we'll use a tool called ElevenLabs, so go ahead and open it. Once you're in, start by pasting the script you just created into the script section right here. I also want to mention that this tool offers a free tier with monthly credits, which is more than enough for what we need in this tutorial. So now that the script is imported, head over into the voices section on the right side, where you'll find a wide selection of voices you can choose from. This part is completely up to you, but in my case, I'm going with the Chris voice because it fits the style well and sounds clean. So feel free to use the same one if you like. Next, under the models section, make sure to select the latest 11v3 model, which currently provides some of the best overall quality. And once everything is set, click the generate speech button below to start the process. Now, this process will take around 15 seconds, and once it's done, you'll see that it has generated 2 variations of the same script. With that done, let's take a listen and see how the voiceover came out.
Have you ever replayed a conversation in your head long after it ended, even when nothing bad actually happened?
As you can see, the voiceover came out really well, and it fits the overall vibe of the video perfectly. Now that both voiceover variations are ready, simply choose the one you like the most, and download it by clicking the download button right next to it, and that's pretty much it. Now before we start with the video editing process, we're still missing the visuals, so let me show you how to collect them using 2 different methods. The first method is by using Canva, so start by creating a new 16:9 project. Once you're inside, open the Elements tab on the left side where you'll find all the assets you need. In this section, you can search for any type of asset you want, and in my case, I'm searching for Stickman assets. Once you do that, make sure to open the graphics section below, where you'll find tons of graphics you can use. You can go through the list and pick the assets that match your video script. For example, let's say you want to use this graphic right here, which is free. Once you click on it, it will be added to your template on the right side. Now just rescale it and adjust it to the size you prefer. In my case, I usually make my graphics a bit larger to get better quality later, and everything can be edited afterwards, so that's not an issue. Once that's done, click on the share button at the top, then go to the download menu. Here, an important step is to set the size to the maximum available, so if you're using the free version, simply set it to the highest option. Then if possible, enable the transparent background option, which will remove the background completely, but if you don't have that option, you can export it with a white background as an alternative. So now that everything is set, click on the download button, and just like that, your asset will be exported. Now another way to get your assets is by using a website called Flaticon. Once you're in, simply search for any assets you need, and just as an example, I'll search for Stickman icons again. After you click search, you'll see all the matching icons appear, and from there you can easily download any asset you want. This method is very straightforward, so just go through your script and download all the assets you need based on the visuals you want to include. And with that done, you'll finally be ready to edit the final video. Now to edit the video, we'll use CapCut. So once you are in, start by importing everything you've gathered so far, basically the voiceover and all of your graphics, and with that, you'll be all set. Now that everything is ready, drag the voiceover down into the timeline below, and then watch closely. You'll notice that the voiceover has small gaps throughout the entire track, and you'll need to remove those. To do that, simply cut where the the gap starts, and then remove it by dragging the voiceover together. And that's pretty much it. We're doing this so the voiceover feels smoother and slightly more fast-paced, which helps keep the viewer engaged. So just repeat what I'm doing here for the rest of the voiceover, and that's all you need to do for this step. And just to save some time, as you can see, I've already done the same for the entire voiceover, and with that done, you're ready for the next step. Now, you need to import a blank white image, which you can easily find online, and drag it above the voiceover in the timeline. Then simply extend it so it covers the entire voiceover. With that done, you're ready to add the graphics. You'll place each graphic depending on what's happening in the script, and this step is very simple. Start by grabbing the first graphic that matches the beginning of your script and place it at the start of the timeline. Then go through the voiceover and cut it where that first part ends. Next, drag down the second graphic. Align it with the next part of the voiceover, and once again, cut it where that section ends. This step is very straightforward, and to save time, I've already added all of the graphics in the same way, and your timeline should look something similar to what I have right here. Now with that done, let's add some animations. To start off, select the first asset in the timeline and open the animation section on the right side. Here you'll find tons of great animations you can use, so feel free to choose any style you like. In my case, I'm adding this one because it looks good. Next, select the second asset, and in the same way, add either the same animation or a different one. It's completely up to you. This step is very straightforward, so just repeat the process and add animations to each asset in your timeline. Once you're done, your timeline should look similar to what I have right here. Now with that done, let's add the captions. To do that, open the text menu above, then navigate to the Auto Captions feature and simply click the Generate button right here. Once the process is finished, you'll see that captions have been added throughout the entire video, but to be honest, they look a bit plain right now, so let's fix that. First, in the settings on the right, make sure to change the font. You'll find tons of free fonts you can use, and in my case, I'm choosing this one because I like how clean it looks. Next, open the animation menu above, then go into Caption Animations, where you'll find many pre-made options for your text. You can use any animation you like, but I'll use this one since it matches the overall vibe of the video. Finally, go back to the text menu and make sure to uncheck the Apply to All setting. And this part is very important, and you'll see why in just a second. So now that everything is set, let's fully edit the assets so everything looks smooth and clean. To start off, select all of the graphics in the editing timeline, and in the settings on the right side, scale them down to around 80%. Once that's done, and all of the graphics are resized, select the first text section at the beginning and place it at the top of the template, so the first set of captions appears at the very top. Next, select the first graphic and drag it down slightly so it doesn't overlap with the text. Then select the second graphic next to it and do the same. Just drag it down a bit, and that's pretty much it. Now, if I play the video, you can see that the text is at the top, and the first two graphics are below it, which is exactly what we need. Next, select the text section right after the first one, and place this one at the bottom. Then select the graphic underneath that text, and move it up slightly so it doesn't overlap. This process is very simple. Just switch between these two layout styles for the entire video. And to save time, as you can see, I've already done that. And now the assets alternate positions throughout the whole video, making the video more engaging. So now that everything is set, select all of the assets above the voiceover, then right-click on them and create a compound clip, which will merge everything into one clean asset. Once that's done, open the animation menu on the right side, and under the In Animations, add the one you like the most. Then open the Out Animations and choose an animation for the ending as well. And with that done, your video is fully ready, and you're finally ready to export it. Now to export the video, click on the Export button above. Once you're in the Export menu, make sure to copy all of the settings I'm using right here to get the best results. And once everything is set, click on the Export button below, and just like that, your video will be exported. So now that the video is finished, let's finally see how it came out.
Have you ever replayed a conversation in your head long after it ended, even when nothing bad actually happened? Here's the psychology behind why some people do this, and what it really says about you. You're more self-aware than you think. People who replay conversations usually have a higher level of introspection. You don't just talk and move on. You scan your own words, tone, and reactions because your brain is wired to understand social dynamics. Psychologists call this metacognition, thinking about your own thinking. It's not overthinking, it's emotional intelligence turned up a little too high. Your brain is trying to correct something. Even tiny moments can trigger the brain's error detection system. It's called the Zeigarnik effect. The mind keeps looping unfinished or uncomfortable moments. That awkward laugh you did, that one sentence you wish you phrased differently, your brain holds onto it like an open tab, trying to fix it, even if there's nothing to fix. You care about people more than you admit. Replaying conversations isn't about being insecure. It's about valuing connection. You want people to feel heard, respected, understood. When something feels even slightly off, your mind revisits the moment to make sure you didn't hurt anyone or sound dismissive. That's empathy, but in overdrive. You grew up having to decode emotions. Many people who replay conversations learned early in life to read the room, keep the peace, or adjust themselves to avoid conflict. So as an adult, your brain automatically reviews interactions to make sure you stayed safe likable, or neutral. It's a leftover survival habit from childhood. You're harder on yourself than anyone else is. People who loop conversations usually have a strong inner critic, not in a destructive way, but in a perfectionism mixed with self-improvement way. You expect yourself to say the right thing every time. So when you don't, your brain hits replay like it's analyzing game footage. Here's the truth. People who replay conversations aren't overthinkers. They're observers. They feel deeply. They notice patterns others miss, and they care enough to reflect instead of running on autopilot. If this sounds like you, you're not alone, and you're not broken. It's just how thoughtful minds operate. If you want more psychology videos that decode human behavior like this, make sure to follow for the next one.
I'll let you decide in the comments whether the video came out good, but in my opinion, this video is a masterpiece. So now that the video is ready, let me show you how to upload it to YouTube correctly so you give it the best possible chance to perform well. To start off, open the YouTube Studio and upload the video you just created. Once that's done, you'll notice we're still missing almost everything except the video title. Since we already have one prepared, go back into the ChatGPT session where you generated your video ideas and copy the name of the idea you used for the script. That's your video title. Now, return into the YouTube Studio and paste that title into the title section right here. With that done, you're ready for the next step. Now, the next thing that we are missing is the thumbnail. So let me show you how to create one that can help your video perform really well. To start off, open the same ChatGPT session you used earlier and ask ChatGPT to generate a high CTR YouTube thumbnail image prompt based on the video script above. Below that, I've included a few important instructions, and that's why I'm going slowly here, so you can clearly see every detail. For the best results, you can also copy this prompt directly from my Telegram channel linked below. Once you run the prompt, you'll see that ChatGPT gives you a text-to-image prompt specifically designed to create a thumbnail for your video. When you have it, simply copy the entire thing and then head over to a tool called Leonardo AI. Once you are in, open the text-to-image feature on the left side and watch closely. First, open the model section at the top and search for the ideogram model, which is the one we'll be using because it consistently delivers strong thumbnail results. Next, in the image dimension settings, set the ratio to 16:9, since that's the correct format for YouTube thumbnails. Then, copy the rest of the settings I'm using for the best outcome. Once everything is set up, paste your prompt into the prompt box at the top, and then click on the Generate button to start the creation process. Now, this process will take around 15 seconds, and once it finishes, you'll see that we have just generated a set of 4 thumbnail options that you can use for your video. And honestly, the thumbnails look amazing, and they are really strong. So now that your thumbnails are ready, choose the one that you like the most, and then download it by clicking on the download button right here. Next, go back into the YouTube Studio and then upload your thumbnail into the thumbnail section right here. And once that's done, you will be ready for the next step. Now we are missing the most important SEO elements of the video, so let me show you how to set everything up in the correct way. To start off, open the AI Coach, the same tool we used earlier, and tell it that you need a fully SEO optimized YouTube video description and a complete list of optimized video tags for your video. Next, as you can see, I have explained what the niche is about since the coach doesn't know anything yet. But here's the important part. You need to enter your video title into this section right here so the tool understands exactly what your video covers. So make sure to add your title right here. Below that, I've added a few detailed instructions that the tool will follow. So for the best results, make sure to copy the exact prompt I'm using here. Once you enter the full prompt, click the Generate button, and just like that, the generation process will begin. Now, as you can see, the coach is searching for live, up-to-date results, and that's a good thing because it will give you the most optimized options that are currently gaining traction. And once it's done, you can see that we've just generated a fully optimized video description and the most relevant trending video tags specifically made for our video, and it was super easy. So now that you have the list ready, start by copying the full video description. Then head back into the YouTube Studio and paste it into the description section right here. With that done, scroll down and under the Made for Kids section, make sure to select No. Then scroll down a bit further and under the Altered Content section, set the answer to No as well. Finally, scroll down until you reach the Video Tags section. Next, go back into the AI Coach, then copy the entire tag list from there, head back into the YouTube Studio, and paste the tags into the Tags section right here. And with that done, your video is now finally ready. But before we publish it, if I head over to the Video Check section, you can see that the video doesn't include any copyright protected material and it's fully monetizable. Now with that done, let's finally publish the video. To do that, head over into the visibility menu, then set the video to public, and then click on the publish button below. And just like that, your video is now live and ready to start gaining traction. So now that I've walked you through the entire process, everything from here is in your hands. If I were starting fresh today, this is the exact niche I'd jump into. Not because it guarantees anything, but because the potential is huge if you stay consistent and keep improving. Also, if this video helped you out, make sure to hit the like button and drop a comment below. And as always, keep pushing, and I'll see you in the next one.
Right, so I'm currently at my dashboard on smmshiba.com, and do not get confused by the website names. SMMShiba and SMM Dodge are actually the same website. So all you have to do once you've created yourself an account here is to go on list, click on this category icon, select, and here you want to select something, basically any option that says from with video. So I'm going to choose this one right here, and this should be already fine. 2014, 2017, yeah. Now I'm going to click on buy, confirm, and now you can go onto your product orders and you will see this is pending. All right, the order is now completed. This didn't even take 2 minutes. What you want to do now is you want to copy that ID, and we want to be organized, right? Especially if we have multiple channels, you will not find them again. So make sure to save it somewhere.